Hello everyone, it's Mark Shalero, the owner of MS Classic Cars, and I'm coming right back at you with another spectacular vehicle. Today I'm sitting behind the wheel of a beautiful and super rare 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 396 South Carolina Tricentennial Edition. That's only one of 12 known to exist. You gotta check this out. To start off this video here, this is a non-rehearsed video. There's a lot of information that I'm sure to forget, so please visit our website at msclassiccars.com for a full description with tons of highly detailed photos. We really go above and beyond with our photography so you can see every square inch of the car. If you have or have not been following MS Classic Cars, please note I only collect #1 and #2 condition vehicles. We've been doing that since inception. We're the only classic car dealership in the country who services everything that we sell. We document that work with an invoice. As an example, with this particular vehicle here, I have a brand new binder, which I create for every single vehicle. The first thing that I have is the invoice for the service work. So you will clearly see everything that we've done. We invested a total of $5,101.38 into this vehicle. I'll say it over and over again, probably for the rest of my career, that regardless if the vehicle is factory correct or if it's custom, no matter who restored it, all classic cars need to be sorted out. I've had almost 1,000 cars over my career that I've owned and sold, and every single one needs something. Some need more than others. We eliminate all of that additional work that you as the buyer have to do. It's worth its weight in gold. Also, when we are done servicing these vehicles, we detail them to the highest level. We have 2 full-time detailers that take an average of 2 days per car, making sure that it's as clean as it possibly can be. And also, once the car is purchased, I personally handle all the paperwork. I will make sure everything goes very smooth, and I will even cover the car once we've arranged the in-car carrier transportation with a plastic cover to arrive when it gets to your doorstep as nice as it left here today. So that's kind of an overview of MS Classic Cars. Please make sure to do your homework on our company. I'm very, very proud of it. So let's talk a little bit first about this particular vehicle. I have a pretty long paragraph here, and it's really important that I touch base on how special this car is. This video at times can be boring, but please understand I'm not doing it for entertainment purposes. I'm definitely not in the entertainment business. I'm in the sales business, and I'm trying to sell something here. So please bear with me during this presentation. Once I'm done with this paragraph, I'm going to get out of the vehicle, and then what I'm going to do is a quick exterior presentation. I'm going to touch base on the driver's portion of the interior. We'll open up the passenger side of that of the car as well, and then we'll hit the trunk area. We'll also hit the engine compartment area, and then we'll kind of finish with the undercarriage, just so I can kind of go over everything in as much detail as possible. So let's first start off by saying that this unique 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 396, its SC stands for South Carolina, Tricentennial Edition, is one of only 12 known to exist. That is a huge, huge deal. During the 1970 model year, Chevrolet produced vehicles to commemorate the 300th anniversary of the founding of Charleston, South Carolina. The unique features of the Tricentennial Edition include the special gold color specified on the build sheet, wheels painted body color, and a Palmetto Tree emblem on the fenders. So, on the subject of the build sheet, this vehicle here has two build sheets. These are original build sheets. So original that one of the build sheets is actually still attached to the door panel. This is virtually unheard of, and you will see on this build sheet that is included and pictured in our photo gallery that it clearly says tag South Carolina Tricentennial. It also says here hood, entire body, front fenders. It gives the paint code, gold metallic. For the exterior, it even tells the information about the color of the wheels. So again, this is extremely important and very, very rare to see two build sheets with one car, especially one attached to the door panel. The other build sheet, I just want to show for reference. We also have copies in this binder of both build sheets, but the other build sheet, which is again the original build sheet, is pictured right here. Again, it's in our photo gallery, and these are two of the copies of both the build sheets. So very important that you understand what those are and so forth. The next thing, the Tricentennial production data is unknown, but it is a very low number. 11 Chevelles are known to exist today, which are documented in the 1970 South Carolina Tricentennial Chevelle Registry by Joseph Bertrand. Now, you know I had said 12 earlier, one of 12, but I just said there's 11. There is one car that is a non-Chevelle that is in the registry, so there's 11 Chevelles in total. There was some other makes and models of Chevrolet that were Tricentennial as well, but what we're talking about here today is the actual Chevelle. So in regards to Joe Bertrand, again, I'm just going to reference this information here. I've spoken to him personally. He's a super, super nice guy. This is actually the registry that is updated as of October 31st, which was yesterday. He sent this over to me via email. I put a copy of this, a picture of this in our photo gallery, so make sure to check that out. I even put his cell phone number and his email in there if anybody has any further questions or what have you. He's a super nice guy. Also, I put in this binder here this show board that is really for his car. Joe also has a Tricentennial Edition Chevelle. It's a 454 car, super rare. Again, I put his phone number in here and so forth, so please make sure to check that out as well. In this magazine here, which is included, this is Muscle Machines. I made a little post-it note which actually shows Joe's car, so it's documented. It just again goes on to talk about why they made the Tricentennial Edition for South Carolina and so forth. And then it shows his car here at a car show. It says Ohio's Joe Bertrand is the keeper of this very unique A-body. So again, that's included with the car as well. So getting back to this here, this example, again, is accompanied with two original build sheets, which I just showed you, the original bill of sale, original protector plate, and a letter from the original owner that are all included. So again, in this binder and in our photo gallery, everything is in methodical order here. The first thing I'm just going to touch base on is going to be the actual, this is the actual letter and bill of sale and so forth, which is here. This shows all the information this vehicle was ordered from. This has been laminated, but this is the original bill of sale. This is the original protector plate. and also a letter from the original owner that I just mentioned. Again, this information is here. That was a copy of the protector plate. This is the original. And then inside of here, we have even more information, which I'll get into in a minute. So, important that I talk a little bit about the fact that this car is certified. So, it's been certified as authentic, original matching numbers by expert Jerry MacNeish of Camaro High Performance in November of 2019. So again, a little bit of an education here. Unfortunately, in this business, there are a lot of cars that are fake. You are talking about all different types of cars now. It used to be, you know, mostly Mustangs or mostly Camaros and Chevelles and Corvettes, and now it's spreading into different makes and models, which is kind of sad but true. So when I'm searching for a vehicle, it's very, very important to me that I look for vehicles that have been certified by the experts in the field. This particular car was, again, certified by Jerry, who's a friend of mine. He's helped me tremendously over the years. He really specializes in Camaros, but also does Chevelles, and he does Novas as well. So again, that MacNeish report is in this binder that I have here. This is pictured within our photo gallery. Here's the whole report on the vehicle. Page 2, page 3, and so forth. And then he gives you a certificate of authenticity, which is included. So this car is fully certified. Again, everything is authentic. What Jerry does is he also looks at the build sheets. He looks at the protector plate, because all of those things can be made reproduction and people pass them off as original when they're indeed not original. So as indicated on the build sheets, this example was built in Atlanta, Georgia at the Lakewood Plant on the second week of March. It was ordered with the following options, so everybody's clear exactly what the car had. It had tinted glass. It had this vinyl roof cover here. It had air conditioning. Yes, this vehicle has air conditioning. That's a really big deal. It also had the special performance suspension, the 331 axle ratio, power disc brakes, the 350 horse, turbojet 396 V8, the 3-speed Hydra-Matic transmission, power steering. It had the F7014 raised white letter tires. It also had the glove box lamp, AM radio, rear speaker, front bumper guards, of course the SS 396 conversion, and the special paint. Again, that is the key here, the special paint. The original bid sheet also states tag SC Tricentennial, as I mentioned earlier. It was originally ordered and shipped as indicated on the build sheet to Welborn Chevrolet located in South Carolina. It was then dealer swapped to Paget Chevrolet located also in South Carolina, that was in Greer, to a retail customer. It was sold to a gentleman by the name of Louis James Grastie Jr., who lived in Greenville, South Carolina, on April 24th, 1970. A copy of a North Carolina title in Lewis's name that was issued in 1998 is included. Lewis owned the car for roughly 30 years before selling it to a gentleman named Jim O'Connor in around 2000. The car was then purchased by a gentleman named John Mannino, who lived in New York in roughly 2005. He decided to have the car completely restored and commissioned a build with a company named Rustbusters of Atlanta, located in Georgia, in 2008. The extensive restoration was fully documented with over 1,200 photos. Yes, on a thumb drive, we have over 1,200 photos, the most I've ever seen with a car I've ever bought, of the entire restoration. We obviously couldn't put all those photos in the gallery, so the new owner can put them into their computer, start from the beginning, and work their way right to the end. Very, very impressive. Also, the invoices for the work that was done. We're not even talking about the price of the car, but we're talking about the work that was done. Totaled $119,260. Okay, I will tell you this. If that work was done today from any normal company, with the way that inflation has happened, especially over the last 10, 15 years, this price would have been a lot more. You're probably talking somewhere around $150,000 to maybe $175,000 to complete a car to the level of what you see here today. And again, that does not include the original purchase price of the car. So, The car was then purchased 8 years later by a gentleman named Scott Grant, who lived in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and that was in July of 2016. Scott only had the car for a short time before deciding to sell it. The car was then purchased by a gentleman named Thomas Nelson, who lived in Virginia. He bought it January 25th, 2017. This gentleman's a car collector, and he's the one who had the car certified by Jerry MacNeish, again of Camaro High Performance, on November 21st, 2019. The car was purchased from Tom 40 years later by yours truly, Mark Scholaro at MS Classic Cars, on February 23rd, 2022. The car has had 5 owners, and the new owner will be considered the 6th owner, since I'm a dealer. We don't get on record for as being an owner, especially when we don't title something. So the new owner will be proud to say that the 6th owner of this vehicle. So real quick, before I exit the vehicle and get into the exterior presentation, let me just show you a couple of those items that I had mentioned before. So again, we have all the photos on a thumb drive. Again, over 1,200 photos. When I was referencing earlier some of the information I was going over, I had mentioned the letter, which is here. I also had mentioned the title. I had said that we had a title from 1998, a copy. This is the title that I was referencing. What that does is it shows you the owner history. That Jim, I'm going to reference to him as Jim. His name is Lewis, but that's what he goes by. I am going to be having a conversation with Jim this afternoon, so I'm actually really excited about that. We've been just trading a bunch of emails, but again, it documents that he owned the car through this period of time, which is great ownership history. These are some of the notes that were made from the owners and so forth. These are the receipts from Rust Busters of Atlanta that I had mentioned to you earlier that totaled the massive number, $119,260. And then again, some more receipts and so forth. So everything that I just went over here today is fully documented. Again, it's fully certified. Again, this vehicle is worth its weight in gold, no pun intended, with the Tricentennial gold color. So anyway, that wraps up this. And before I forget to mention here, also in the photo gallery, in case you ask, we do have an owner's manual. We also have 2 plates that are really cool. These are 2 plates that are included. South Carolina. Again, you can see the 300 years and so forth from 1670 to 1970. Those are included. This would be pretty cool to put on a car show or on some type of a function. And this is the original envelope that Tom had saved when Jerry MacNeish had sent him the original report. So again, that's everything that's inside of our photo gallery. I'm going to go outside now and present the vehicle to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a exterior presentation here. As I said earlier, I'll make my way into the interior. We'll go to the trunk area, and then we'll finish with the engine compartment here, talk briefly about the undercarriage. The first thing I want to note with this particular vehicle is this color is a very, very hard color to spray because it has a ton of metallic. And if you look at the car, depending on what light you're looking at it at, it can slightly change in color. I just want to make sure everybody's fully aware of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this flashlight here. This is a snap-on flashlight, and I'm going to start with the hood. I'm just going to point out any imperfections or anything that's worth noting so we can go ahead and begin. Looking at this hood here, I don't see any scratches. I don't really see any chips. It's in beautiful condition. As I said earlier, you do get a little bit of heavy metallic. Sometimes it gets different depending on the lighting, but you can see a little area here. Again, not a big deal. I just want to make note of it. You can see how nice these gaps are on this hood. Over here on the corner of this passenger fender too, if you catch it in the right light. It's hard, again, it gets better actually when I put my light on it, but just in here you can see a little bit of that metallic. Again, very common with this type of color. It's a very hard color to spray. You'll notice in the corner here of this fender, again, there's just a little bit of an area here where you can see it. Again, not really a big deal, just want to be transparent. Again, really good gap lines on this hood. It sits nice in the back. This is the well-recognized cowl hood. You'll notice this car is a striped Elite too, which makes it look like kind of a sleeper. But everything on this exterior of this car is brand new. You do have the T3 correct style headlights, brand new headlight buckets, brand new grille, brand new SS emblem, brand new bumper. Again, everything was purchased brand new for this car, which is all fully documented during the restoration period. As we make our way over to the driver's side fender here, again, it's in beautiful condition. I don't see any chips or scratches that are worth noting here. Just beautiful. Guys did a great job in the detail room. The SS 396 emblem is in brand new condition. The fender trim was all replaced. That's new. You'll see the tires that I had referenced earlier when I was going over what the car had when it was new. This is the Goodyear Polyglass F70 14s. You'll notice that these wheels have been painted body color, which was correct for the Tricentennial Edition. These wheels are in beautiful condition. Again, everything is like brand new as it was restored. Now, there were some emblems, palmetto trees, that were supposed to go on here. We did have a stencil kit that's included in the photo gallery. It just doesn't look really appealing to have those on the car. If the new owner decides they want to buy the original ones or they want to stencil them out, that's something that can be done, but those are the only things that are missing from the fenders that originally came with this edition. When you look at this glass, this is a brand new windshield here. It's in beautiful condition, slightly tinted. Again, no imperfections. This is a brand new vinyl top. All of the trim work was replaced new. It's in beautiful shape. It fits really nice, which is not always the case with these vinyl tops. Again, the drip rail moldings are beautiful. Brand new mirror here that's in super nice condition. All the seals are brand new. When we look down this door here, again, I don't see really any serious things here to mention. Again, if you catch it at the right light, you can see again what I'm referencing in little tiny spots where the metallic was sprayed a little bit heavy. I don't know if you can catch this. Again, it gets almost non-existent. In this case, when you put the light up to it, you can see a few little spots. Again, I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible. The door handles are new. Key cylinders are new. Down here fits really nice. One comment that I'll make about these doors, you can see how beautifully they shut. Nice and solid. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful door. Nothing like a Chevelle door. When we look at the interior here, just going to touch base briefly on the interior. First thing I'll comment on is the headliner. Headliner's in beautiful condition. Again, all brand new. Black kind of sets the tone for the inside with the black rugs. It really is a nice combination with this parchment and black. But you'll see the dome light is new. It's in working order. Sun visors are new. Rear view mirrors new. The whole dash is new. All the gauges are in working order. The radio also is in working order. And of course, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it does have air conditioning. The AC blows ice cold. We took a ton of photos of this interior so you can see how beautiful it is, but everything was replaced. The seats were reupholstered. They did a beautiful job. See how thick the foam is. A lot of times guys will actually reupholster interiors and they won't replace the foam, so when you sit in the car, you fall to the floor. Not the case here. A couple of these seat belts, I believe, are original just because of the wear on the seat belt itself. I'm not going to say all of them, but maybe. But definitely a few that are original, which is pretty cool. The door panels are brand new. All the hardware for the doors are brand new. The windows in this car also roll up beautifully. Nice and tight. These are the original windows. Also over here as well, you'll see this quarter glass, how nice this rolls up. Not always the case. We left this on. This is an AACA sticker. We left that on there, but these are in beautiful condition. All of this glass might have been replaced because it is in beautiful condition. I did see a little bit of scratching, so I'm not 100% sure, but I will tell you that the glass is in super, super nice shape. Again, the door shuts beautifully. When we're looking at the rear quarter on the driver's side here, nothing to speak of. It's in beautiful condition. No chips, no scratches. Again, brand new fender trim, brand new wheels, brand new tires. They did a beautiful job with this. Countless hours and thousands of dollars were invested in this car. The back window is definitely brand new. It's crystal clear. The trim is brand new. The vinyl top trim is new. The body on this car is also very, very straight. I just want to be very clear how straight it is. Again, I don't see one scratch, one chip, or one imperfection on this car. Up, here it is. I just found one. So there's one right there that was touched up. Again, when you take the light off of it, it kind of disappears a little, but definitely a little imperfection there. You can see next to my fingernail how small it is. The rear bumper's brand new. Rear tailgate area here, that rear deck lid, I said tailgate, I meant deck lid, is beautiful condition, no imperfections to speak of. Again, I don't even really see anything worth mentioning. The Chevelle emblem is new. This padding back here on the rear bumper is new. Taillights are new, bezels are new. You can see the beautiful chrome-tipped dual exhaust. That's all brand new. While we've got the camera, I'm going to grab the keys. Open up this trunk for you quick so you can see it. Again, you can see all this in our photo gallery, but beautiful. Look at this. Notice the trunk light works. That's in working order. These mechanisms are new. Back here has all been painted body color, new jack instruction sticker. The trunk was all sprayed in the correct trunk splatter paint. It's got the factory style trunk mat. It's got a full brand new matching spare. It's got your necessary tools. Again, this is all in show quality, beautiful condition. All of the seals and everything are brand new. They did a really nice job in here. Sometimes this can get real sloppy on these cars, and you can see how nice this all is. Again, countless hours and thousands of dollars in body work was done and documented on this car. As we make our way over to the passenger rear quarter, again, super straight body lines here. If you look down the side of this car, it's really, really straight. Again, I'm looking for any imperfection worth mentioning. There might be a pin-sized little something there. Again, I'm being very fussy here. I don't really see any blemish with metallic paint issues here at all. Again, super nice. Brand new fender trim, brand new wheels, tires, etc. See how nice these doors are. Again, all the moldings on this top are brand new. Again, just like the driver's door, look how nice this opens and closes. It's super solid, super nice. Look at this. And on the edges here, beautiful job. Everything is new. Door bumpers, all the gaskets, seals, locks, door panels, carpeting, even the Astro vents are brand new. A lot of times guys will cheat and they'll put in the old Astro vents. You don't really see if they're worn unless you move them. See how these are all brand new and clear? You can see how beautiful this interior is. Again, super nice condition. I don't see anything worth mentioning. Oh, by the way, it does have the correct style rubber floor mats, which look really nice. Looking at this door here, again, if I see something that's as small as a pin-sized chip, I'll mention it. Looks like we have, oh, I thought that was a chip, but it was a piece of dust. Again, I don't see anything, no dings, no dents. Look at this, spectacular. You'll notice in some of our photos that some of the panels might look different depending on the light. Clearly you can see it looks very consistent to the naked eye here. Just depends. Again, brand new SS 396 emblems. No imperfections here to speak of. No chips, no scratches. Again, new fender trim, new wheels, new lenses, new bumper. So let's make our way into the engine compartment. You'll see how nice that hood opened up. This is spectacular. I would say this is about as good as it gets. I don't really know how much more detail somebody could do to a car than what's been done to this one. The engine compartment and undercarriage is at a very, very high level. You'll see the underneath here is all satin. You'll see all the hood insulations new latch assembly and so forth. Hinges, the firewall, inner fenders, radiator support was all finished in the correct shade of black. You'll notice the Harrison AC unit here, and the guys in service did a great job. We disassembled all of that, as the invoice will indicate, to get the AC working properly. We dialed in this motor. It really, really is spectacular here. Chrome air filter, cleaner, chrome valve covers, all the compressor and everything for the air conditioning, your power booster, master cylinder. You can see where they left some of the tags on certain things. New windshield wiper motor, wires, distributor, power steering. This car, again, it has power steering, it has power brakes, radiator, the whole entire thing here, all the horns. It even has a Delco battery topper on here, the correct style terminals, battery cables and so forth. Look at, they even left a tag here on the radiator line. Again, it's even stamped here for the hose, everything. Even look at the wiring back here. I'll put my flashlight on this so you can see it. Look at the attention to detail back here. I mean, it's just every single nut and bolt. It is spectacular. Finding a Chevelle in this condition is hard in itself. Finding a Chevelle that has over 1,200 photos of the restoration, finding one that's only one of 12 known to exist that's in the registry, having it certified by Jerry MacNeish, having build sheets, original bill of sales, protector plates, ownership history, it just goes on and on. So what I will do is I'm going to get back inside the vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and start it and let you listen how beautiful it runs. Please make sure to check out our undercarriage photos in the gallery. You will see how spectacular the undercarriage is. It's one of the best that we've ever seen in MS Classic cars. There's a lot of things under there that are accurate and correct. It does have a Gardner dual exhaust system, which is a very expensive correct concourse exhaust system. So this engine has been rebuilt, the transmission's been rebuilt, the rear end, it sounds beautiful. Again, all the suspension, all the braking components, everything is in top-notch condition. So I'm gonna go ahead and get inside the car and we'll go ahead and start her up. All right, now that I'm sitting back inside the vehicle here, as I just mentioned, this is going to be a cold start. We have not started this vehicle in probably 3 or 4 days, so I'm going to pump it a few times. I'm going to let you listen to how beautiful it runs. Before I do that, I just want to ask, if you have not signed up for our VIP email blast, please do so. We have thousands of people that follow us there. It's the best way to truly stay in contact with what we're doing in MS Classic Cars. We are also on all the social media platforms, so we would ask that you please follow us there as well. Again, MS Classic Cars is not a big dealer, but we are doing big things. Again, please do your homework on our company. We appreciate you watching this video here. Time to let this thing start. And just so you know, this vehicle does have 1,867 miles on it since the restoration. Okay, gonna go ahead and fire it up now. Okay, one more time. And there it is. So that's a cold start. Now, it did take me 5 seconds the first time. I shut the key off, let some fuel get into the carburetor, started it again. So let's say maybe 20 seconds to start a big block Chevelle that's been sitting for 3-4 days. You can see right now where I literally am not touching the gas. I could get out of the car, I could go have lunch, come back, and this thing is going to be purring like a kitten. Again, you can't make it up. This thing runs absolutely beautiful. Thanks again for watching. Rock and roll. Going to go ahead and shut this off. Show you right here, the key buzzer works. Turn of the key. Fires up beautifully. Just wanted to show you how well it runs. Thanks again for watching.